Everyone in this world wears a mask. They show one thing, they are another. They say one thing, they mean another. Has this ever happened to you? You trusted someone more than you trusted yourself. You gave them everything. You did everything for them. But the moment you actually needed them, they showed you their real face. Now, if I asked you whose fault that was, 90% of you would say it was their fault because they broke your trust. But here's the truth. It wasn't their fault. They were always exactly who they are. The mistake was yours because you never learned to read the face that was right in front of you the entire time. So this video is going to make sure that mistake never happens again, because by the end, reading people will feel like second nature to you. Trick 1. Read behavior, not words. Your brain takes a shortcut. The moment someone speaks kindly to you, says, "I care about you, you matter to me," your brain instantly builds an image. This person must be good, and hands over trust almost automatically. But psychology tells us something different. Anyone can control their image for a short period of time. Anyone can act polite. Anyone can perform perfection. What's nearly impossible to fake for long is repeated behavior. So watch for 3 hidden moments. First, how do they treat you when you have nothing to offer them? When someone wants something from you, their best version comes out automatically. But real character isn't what shows up when they need something. Real character is what shows up when they don't. Second, how do they behave under pressure? When everything goes their way, staying calm is easy, but when their ego gets hurt, when they get rejected or disrespected, do they try to understand the situation, or do they immediately jump to blame, anger, or manipulation? Pressure doesn't just test patience, it exposes exactly what's hidden underneath. Third, how do they treat people they have no reason to impress? This is the most revealing test of all. Watch how they speak to people below them, people who can't benefit them in any way. Because real respect isn't selective. Someone who's humble around powerful people but rude to everyone else isn't kind, they're just managing their image. Trick 2. Understand the halo effect. Sometimes the problem isn't the other person, it's your own brain. Your mind loves shortcuts, so when you meet someone new, it doesn't wait to gather the full picture. It grabs one good trait and builds an entire personality around it. This bias is called the halo effect. If someone looks confident, dresses well, or has a charming presence, your brain automatically assumes they must also be intelligent, mature, and trustworthy. But one good quality doesn't guarantee the rest. Confidence doesn't guarantee honesty. Sweetness doesn't guarantee good intentions. When someone speaks to you politely for the first time, compliments you, makes you feel special, your brain says, "This one's different." But the truth is, you haven't seen their personality yet. You've only seen their presentation. So next time someone seems too perfect at first glance, pause. Ask yourself, am I actually understanding this person, or am I just impressed by one polished trait? A smart observer doesn't label people quickly. A smart observer watches first and decides later, because one moment can show you an image, but repeated behavior across different situations shows you the real personality. Trick 3. Projection theory. Here's a deeper psychological tool. What someone constantly assumes about others often reflects what's happening inside their own mind. Every person carries hidden beliefs about trust, insecurity, jealousy, or honesty, and the brain interprets the outside world through that same lens. For example, 2 people see the same guy pull up in an expensive car. One thinks he worked hard for that. The other thinks, who knows what shady thing he's doing for that money. Same situation, completely different perception, because each person is filtering reality through their own mental framework. If someone constantly says everyone is fake, that doesn't automatically mean they're fake themselves, but it does raise a question. Why is their mind so sensitive to trust and deception? Maybe past experience shaped that lens. Projection isn't proof, it's a possibility, so don't jump to conclusions from a single statement. Just notice what topics a person's mind keeps circling back to and what meaning they attach to situations. If someone consistently expects to be used or ignored, their mind might be extra sensitive around trust and rejection. If someone consistently looks for opportunity and growth in every situation, their mind is filtering reality through possibility, not fear. You're not reading their thoughts, you're reading the filter their reality passes through, and that filter tells you more about their psychology than their words ever will. Think about how often we judge people purely by what they say without ever understanding the thinking behind it, because a person is not just what they show you, a person is also the lens through which they see the entire world.